With Riley's Uniques again. I'm doing a video showing you how to mix paint with plaster of Paris to make your own chalk based paint or mineral style paint. I use plaster of Paris mixed with Color Place Walmart paint usually. It's a little bit cheaper, it saves me money. And once you add the plaster of Paris, it becomes more hard and durable and stands up longer, and it saves you money. A thing of plaster of Paris like this only cost you, I think it was under $4. It was $3 and something. Could vary around different areas. And then I also use a Color Place water-based paint from Walmart. It's not a latex. It's the plain water base, no latex added. Because I don't like the latex, because if it peels or it cracks, it just comes off in like little sheets, and you can't sand it down to get those smooth edges to touch it up. So I stay away from latex altogether, and I use just the plain water base, and it's a little bit cheaper too. I think a gallon is around $16–17, and you can make a lot of paint with this, some water, and the water-based paint from Walmart. What I do is I do 1 part plaster of Paris mixture to 2 parts of my paint. So I just want to add a little bit at a time and get the right amount of mixture that I want. There might be 2 tablespoons in here, possibly. I just kind of go and add it as I feel like I need to. And then when I get it to the consistency I want it, I'll add my paint then. And what you want to do is make sure you get this mixture here. You want it to be real smooth and not clumpy, because you get clumps in your paint. It's just hard, and then you go sand it. It's kind of like a powdery substance that comes through. So I may have add a little bit more. And all this is doing is strengthening your paint. I don't like getting too much of a chalky finish on my furniture, but I want my paint to be durable. And what this is doing is making your paint a lot more durable, and it'll stand up to being hit, bumped into. Like if you're vacuuming, you hit it with your vacuum, it won't just chip off. It'll actually take a little bit of a beating. But with this and some wax on top or polyacrylic, you'll have a really durable piece of furniture. And it doesn't really take all that long to make. And it's cheaper than buying really expensive paint. You can just make your own. Still need to add. Probably put a little bit too much water than I normally would want to. And there's no real science to how much you want to add in here. I just add a little bit at a time. That way I can make sure it's not clumpy, and it's going to be smoother. And you don't want it too watery either, because it'll water down your paint. But I want to get this about a quarter full, and then put another half of a quart, or not half of a quart, but half of what I have in here, so 3/4 parts, to make my paint. Oops. Sometimes it'll just fall out of there too, so you gotta be careful with that. And the Walmart water-based paint is a little watery, That's why I want to get this as thick as I can without it being lumpy. And it's starting to get there. And I guess another way to do it is to add your plaster first and then pour water in it as you go and keep stirring it. But I just found out, put just a little bit of plaster Paris in first and then add my water. Add water, and then to about how much I think I'm going to need plaster Paris to mix with my paint. I can get the mixture a lot smoother and it's not all clumpy. But you can see it's almost it's the consistency of paint right now. So that's about how thick I want it. It's almost like a milkshake that's been melted down just a little bit. And I think, oops, splatter around a little bit. I don't know what color I want to use. I think I want to use 10. See, I have my mixture done. You have to kind of work with it pretty quick because this will dry up on you pretty fast. So I got this. I use this lid to pour my paint out of. It's kind of like it's a funnel for a paint can. You get those at Walmart for like $3, and it keeps all that stuff from building up around your lid. So what I'm going to do is pour this in to the top of where I want it, where I think I'm going to need enough. And now you'll just mix it all together. If you want, the plaster Paris will lighten the color of your paint. So if you want to keep it dark, maybe have a little bit of black to add to it, or a darker, or to just start out with a darker color. And then when you add your plaster of Paris in, it will keep it closer to that color that you want. And once you get a pattern down, you'll know what color it's going to be and what you're going to end up with if you just keep doing it, or it's going to be really close each time. So if you're using black and you put plaster of Paris in it, it's going to be more of a charcoal color by the time you're done, which is what I prefer anyways. I don't really like anything jet black because of fingerprints and stuff, and shows a lot of imperfections if you miss something. And that's it. I got a batch of 10 plaster of Paris paint, and I'll show you the in another video of a piece that I've painted with. That's it. It's that easy. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel. I'm always posting how-to videos and the easiest, quickest ways to do things. I try not to take up too much of your time. So hit that subscribe button below, and I'll be posting more videos soon. Thanks. Have a great day.